Hi everyone, I thought I would come on and do a quick tour of my craft room. It is kind of complete, as in I kind of know where everything is. I actually had to move from my garage area, that's where I used to craft, to this spare room that I got to turn into a craft room. And I'm just going over, see if that helps. So this is an overview of my craft room. I have to figure out what I'm doing underneath that desk, but pretty much this is what you see when you come in to my craft room. So that box right there is stuff that I still need to go through. Not everything is organized. I have my machines here. I have a Cricut, a very old Cricut, my pink Cameo, sewing, die cutting. This is a mug press, mint, button press, and a heat press. And then further down here, I have a cinch, a new to me spell binders, and a laminator and a mink. This is a very old unit that was in my son's room that we just spray painted. And then moving on over, I have an Alex that I've had for years. I have this Hudson cart, and I'm trying not to shake. I'm so sorry. I've got my We Are Memory Keeper tools here in this little stand. An album that I'm working on. My daughter made these, so I turned them into stickers. This is Dia de los Muertos. I've got little trinkets in here. I used to collect vintage like stuff and turn it into like office supplies. These are some memory keeping books. A memory dex. I had a memory dex challenge on my YouTube last year, and I was able to collect all of those. So thank you all to the ladies who sent those in for me. I've got yarn. Here I've got some projects that I'm working on. This is a project from 4th of July that I'm working on. All the embellishments that go with it are in there. This is another project that I want to get into. My son and his wife bought a house, so I pretty much put some journaling cards that I wanted to use in his album that I'm making him and his wife. I've got school and baseball supplies here. And then at the bottom, these are also projects for like school. This is an apple, little kid punches. And then let's see here. These are all journaling cards because I actually went and went through all my journaling cards, and I decided that I needed to be more organized when I document. So this kind of has stuff to do. Like this is my area of things to do. I want to give away, and these are holiday flip tags that I need to add some pictures to. And then this is an album. Oops. This is an album of New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Weird, I know, but every year I start off thinking I'm in a project life, and they're in there. This is 2013. All these in here are sequins that I haven't figured out what I'm doing with yet. And then in here I have layouts for LO, and then 2014 Project Life. In here I have stuff, just a lot of embellishments. Down here, I keep my punches, and I just made a sheet so that I can reference what punches are in there. And the bottom are hole punches, like for mini albums, like Heidi Swap and stuff. I have more punches in this little box. And then down here, I keep my supplies for my button press that I have not ventured into. Moving on, I have some projects here that I'm working on. These are repurposed old vintage books that I want to do something with. I have some wooden stamps in here that I kept on my desk. These are like basic necessities, extras of tape, foam, like tape. And then moving up, I just have some planning supplies in here, and then an extra basket there. I've got a book, if you've seen before. This holds all my, like when I stamp an image or stamp an ink, my one little word, and just different albums here. This is a mess, but these are projects that I'm also working on, like kits. Got a lot of stuff I'm working on. This little bag here is kind of like my new bag. So if I buy something and I'm not ready to use it yet, then it comes in here, and when I'm ready to craft, I will come here first. And like stuff that I've purchased that I haven't used yet will go in here. This is a whole bunch of stickers and stuff that I need to go through. So this is stickers that I need to go through. Moving down, I have my loved little trimmers. So I have more trimmers and a glue gun in there and my fuse tool. This is just, what do you call it? Notebooks. And then down here I have, let's see if I can get this out the way. Halloween is peeking in, but I have my Cricut mugs that I'm going to eventually one day make a mug with my mug press. And in front of that, I have my Hudson cart. So this handy dandy Hudson cart pretty much just sits here. These are all organized by like theme. So this is January, and then we have September, to December. These are my Ellie Edwards stories by the month. These are all stamps that I love. This is like travel, coffee, birthday, numbers here, and then alphabets are here. Some of my newer stamps. I have my Felicity Jane pop-ins. These are all Ellie Edwards story by the month. So I broke up the kits, and I just have a little divider. March looks like this. Here is May. So I just made my own little embellishment, little tags. This is August memories. You get my drift. And then the rest of these are cards from Studio Calico kits that I kept and I want to use. And they're just divided as well, like by the month or, theme type of thing. And so forth. And Halloween back there, October, as the year goes on. I have some more little square cards here. Stamps. These are to wipe off my stamps. And then I have some cards here from Illustrated Faith. And here I keep a little chamois. The bottom tier is more stamps, the bigger phrase stamps, my hole punches, another hole punch, crocodile back there. I've got some adhesive back here and staples, more adhesive, and more punches. These are the punches that I kind of tend to go for, that I grab more, like my tab punch, circle punch. You get the idea. I have some antibacterial back here because your hands get dirty crafting. In this bottom tier, I have ribbon, all my embossing, which is not much, but that's it. My eyelets, I have a collection of Prismacolor pencils, some trim, my Hello Kitty koozie that Linda made me. I just realized it's a koozie. And then I have some blank generic tags for projects. So this kind of sits here, and I used to change this out every year, and you'll see if you go back on my YouTube. Oops, sorry. But I decided I'm going to keep it this way year round. So moving on, I have a sewing station here. These are fabric scissors, my glue gun, my We Are Memory, thread, this little guy who just is here for the party. I've got my projects for Nellie and Clem here. And then moving down, this is an old IKEA like stand-up desk type of thing. I've got all my TNs here, blank TNs and smaller filled notebooks. So when I want to do a project, I come here for a notebook. I've got all my little, what do you call those? To make yarn, to make tassels. So I have that here. And these I just keep like to make friendship bracelets. So all my beads are here. I don't own any more than what I have here. I got these from BB Craft. And so whenever I want to make a keychain or something, I end up coming here. And then underneath that, I have a heart container full of, I have doubles because I was going to send them to a friend. Sorry, they're all Nuvo drops. So they get housed here. And then I have my most used washi. So when I'm doing a project, I just kind of bring this over with me. I have a bucket of pictures that need to get documented or scrapbooked. And then here sits Rebecca. She is my daughter, my oldest daughter's little baby from preschool. They gave it to her at Christmas when she was a tiny baby girl. All right, so moving on from there. All right, so we are now at my desk. I just added this mirror the other day. I work here at my desk as well, so there's my pens. I like to light a candle. Some of my most used stuff there. Sticky notes. And then in here, I have my paper person inks. And I thought by having them handy, I would use them more. My acrylic blocks, more little inks, all my adhesive runners and glue. These are black inks because you can't have, you need all the inks, right? A stapler. Janet got me this fridge. And then I like to do my nails sometimes when I'm in a meeting. This is my monitor for work. This is where I do my podcasting, my mic. I have a ring light. I haven't figured out what I'm doing on this wall yet, so I don't want to show you that. But this IKEA Raskog holds my headphones, the stickers that we send out when people buy them, my planners, Paper Talk planner, magazines close to my heart from my friend Beth Ann, and just some stuff that I need to go through. These are all my journals. And unfortunately, Halloween has taken over on these bottom two. But I decided I'm going to turn that IKEA cart into my October daily. So we'll see how that goes. Now moving on over, I've got a whole bunch of trim in here. My bestie Sarah gave me that piece of art. I've got my little date stamps. I've got ink. I've got some stickers here. These are my paper pads. I try not to buy the 12 by 12, so I usually buy it in the smaller paper pad. Some more colored pencils here. These are just old vintage finds, but I love grabbing stuff like that. Just little knickknacks here. I've got my We Are Memory typewriter. I'll give a quick peek. This is unorganized, but this is my Halloween stuff that I eventually am going to transfer to that Raskog cart. I have label maker, my scissor collection, and washi here. This is my Disney drawer. So everything Disney related that needs to get scrapbooked is in here. I have them divided into these little cubicles. I've got stamps, miscellaneous papers underneath there. And then the bottom is packaging. So stuff I use for packaging. Coming on over, I have my pins, and I still have a few that I need to add here, but I do like to collect pins. I have a little vision board just to remind myself. But that is my vision board that I painted a few years ago. I have a little witch that my granddaughter just painted. More trinket trays of washi because I just can't seem to get enough of it. I've got some ink pens here. This is my family from a few years ago. And in this little thing here, I just have tons of mini books, tag flips that I have made, just tons, TNs. So they just keep, they're housed there. More phrase stamps, because at one point I was collecting these little stamps. And then we have a car here that I really don't need. My favorite Hello Kitty mug. I've got this Send More Letters. I painted that. And then, of course, another stapler there. Moving on to this. Oh, gosh. Okay. Moving on to this drawer. This is where I keep my inks. And I keep them in these trays that just pop out. So I'm able to see what I have. Or if I want to use certain stamps, I just kind of pop the tray out and I'm able to take it with me to my desk. So that is where my inks live. This is where my pens live. I've shown this on my Instagram before. My Copics are down here. I don't have too many. These are loose pins that need a home. But yeah, this is also one of my obsessions is pins. I don't really buy too many now, but when I started crafting, I did. This is my calligraphy. This is some happy mail that I need to send out to a friend. I have my 100 pen container there. And I just keep, like I told you, I was obsessed with pens. And then here I have all my Sharpies. And so my kids use these on projects as well. And the last drawer, do I have anything? I do. Okay. So this is a mint, my mint collection. I have the inks in there, and these are ready to be made into stamps. I have my cinch tools here, ready to make books. In this, I'm usually more organized, but I keep all my little envelopes in here. Canvas and paper. And then here, sorry, I go into this drawer a lot. It's cards. So these are all cards that I've purchased. And yeah, so that's that bottom drawer. I'm already sweating, guys. So that is this section of my room. And we are going to move over to my closet. I know, the dreaded closet. This closet here houses my December daily, October daily, and my Disney albums that I need to work on. I haven't really organized this section. This is like loose. I need to go through that. And I need to find a home for these ink containers. This is my October daily. This is specialty paper. So watercolor, vellum, sticker paper, tons of different medium. I've got my 12 by 12 sheet protectors here. These are Echo Park. These are 7 paper and Studio Calico. Let's see, who are these? They're all separated by the hole punch. So I want to say these are Allie Edwards. Here are random. This is Heidi Swap and Happy Planner. And then down here I have Project Life. In fact, this one should be moved down here. Here in this bin, I have nothing but paper. So this paper needs to get organized, but this paper is kind of color coordinated. I have printables in here and just ephemera that needs to be scrapbooked. In here, I have a zinc printer. I have an HP sprocket. I have a Polaroid Go. So I keep my printers in this section. This is an Instact. I've got a Life printed, and then in here I have, look at this cute little bag. Okay, so in this bag I have my Perry Page, which is just a paper printer. It's not in color. And then back there I have my selfie and some more film. Okay, so moving on, this is an Alex drawer. And in here I have staples, paper clips, adhesive, just little different knickknacks to make stuff. In here I have some more like paper clips, all this to create my little mini books that I like to make. And here I have a vintage drawer. So this is all like vintage style, you know, phrase stamps. Like this says airmail. These I have all found like at thrift stores. all of these to create Happy Mail. So if I want to send out a package, I'm going to come here. I keep in here my collection of wax seals. And then here's the wax and some more stamps for Happy Mail. So that just gets housed there. And then here I have my wooden stamps. Trying not to buy any more. As you can see, I'm going to run out of room. Down here I have just Maggie Holmes that I need to play with. And I told myself I wasn't going to buy any more Maggie Holmes until I got to this drawer. And then down here are just pictures to scrapbook or make layouts. Moving on to the other side, and then we're done. Moving on to the other side of my closet, I've got paper, letterpress, notebooks, holiday like Easter and St. Patrick's Day there. My daughter created that poster for me. So here I have my memory decks. It's just full of memory deck stuff. Back there is a thing of birthday. So when I want to make, I tried to create this. It has punches for birthday. I wanted, that's a candle. Here's another balloon. But the whole idea was that I could come to one location and be able to make a birthday card or a birthday layout. So that's what this is. In here are my stamps, travel stamps, and stamps I don't use that often, but I still want to keep. So those are stamps there. This is where all my dies are. I have a book of dies. This is all my thickers. So I just pull these out. I forgot to include this. But in this tray is an art cart. So this is a mixed media cart, I guess is what you call it. I have watercolor, paintbrushes. In here I have my Heidi Shine. And then in this one here, I have daubers and sprays from like Studio Calico. In here I have tons of paints because I love to paint stuff. In here I have more paints, more different types of mediums. These are actually from Switzerland. I have a color wheel. Just tons of more mediums down here. And so I pull this cart out when I'm going to do any mixed medium, which is rare, but I do like to try and include that in my October and my December daily. So yeah, back to my art. And there you have it. That is my scrapbook room. Thank you so much for coming over and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And looking forward to get my crafty desk all ready for Halloween and ready for October daily. So thank you so much for coming over. Please leave me a comment or a thumbs up and have a great day. Bye.